My name is Nathan Barton, and this is a video about a game I've made called Castler.
My name's Mr. Dring. I'm just going to ask Nathan a couple of questions so that he can show off his game that he's just made. Okay, Nathan, where did you get the inspiration for this computer game, Castler?
I made the game a while ago during a very boring car trip where I just picked up a magnetic chess set and a board that I didn't recognise and tried to arrange it in a way that looked kind of logical. And then I asked another person in the car if they wanted to play a game, and I just made it up from there.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's have a look at your game. We've got the intro scene here. Let's press the key to start. So what's the main aim of your game?
The aim of the game is to take the opponent's battle piece. This can be done through fighting it and winning.
So it's a turn-based game, that's right. You've got two teams, black and white.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a look at the game in action, if that's all right. Good. So we start off over here. It's black team's turn. Talk us through one of the moves that you can make, please.
Since it's black, you need to move the marker using the arrow keys, select using space, and then you can move in any of the directions shown at the display at the top right.
So this is the display at the top right. We've got 4 arrows here. 3 of them are in grey and 1 of them's white. What does that mean?
Grey arrows mean that you can't move that way. White arrows mean that there's a clear way up there, and later on during the battle you will be shown where there's a fight by it being a slightly dirty arrow.
Okay, so you've chosen this piece down here. You can move up, but you can't move down, left or right because you've got some of your pieces. How do you actually make the move?
You just use the arrow keys.
Okay, so we have a look. We've moved it up here, so now it's white turn. I'll have a go as white, so let's choose this player here. Space to select him, and I'll move him down. Okay, your turn. Okay, so we'll go back to white. We'll try and move them a little bit closer. What are the darker pieces on the board? These pieces here?
The darker pieces are supposed to look like lakes.
Okay, so you can't move into those. So we should have a battle coming up. So if we go on to black, this is a sort of murky arrow, which means that we can have a battle.
All of the fights are done automatically, so you won't really be noticed apart from like which piece survives. So the soldier survived this turn, which was quite good because, as is shown in the bottom left of the page, it doesn't actually have any combat bonus as compared to a knight, which has a +1.
Okay, so all the graphics that we see on here, where did you get these graphics from?
I made them using Paint, which was all I really had to do during the beginning of the programming, and later on I got GIMP, which I used to make transparent textures, and I did all the programming at school.
So what about the text? Where did you get the fonts from and everything like that?
I also made that.
How did you make those fonts? What did you do?
Most of it well, the original version was that all the text was based on entire images made of words or screens, but then I changed it so every letter was its own file, and the program would just write them out individually.
Okay, so you mentioned your program. What tools did you use to write this program? What languages did you use?
I used Python. I used the import Pygame, which allowed me to use the window and all the graphics that you can use.
So we'll have a look at some of your code here. How many lines of code did you write for this project?
Near 2,000.
Wow, okay. And when did you start learning how to write Python code?
I started to learn about a year and a half ago.
Is there anything that's not finished? Anything that you still want to try and work on?
I'm planning on redoing the graphics again, because my graphics used to be even worse than this, but yeah, I'm going to change the graphics again, and I still need to make the mechanic that actually tells the user when when one person is won.
And you've chosen a sort of graphic style of quite simple, quite pixelated, quite retro. What kind of platform would you like to see your game released on? Are you aiming it as a sort of mobile game or as a PC game, or?
It would probably work quite well as a tablet game if a piece could be selected just by tapping the piece that you wanted to do, and then you could just press the direction that you wanted to go in the top left right corner.
Fantastic. And is this game inspired by any other games that you've played?
Originally it was going to be a bit more like Catan, where you needed to find resources and other things to help your soldiers get better or survive.